Manchester United beat Fulham 1-0 at Old Trafford on Friday night to kick off their 2024-25 Premier League season. In a new series here on the Green Devils channel, we're going to look at the good, the bad, and the awful. Starting with the good. Obviously, there's only one place to start, and that's Joshua Zirkzee's debut goal. Um, Granted, when he came on off the bench, he was relatively quiet. Didn't really do much in terms of anything exciting, create or chance creation wise. But he was getting involved in the play. I think he only had like 11 touches or something before his goal, but you could see what he brings to the team. He drops down deep. He drops back deep. Um, Gets the ball off the midfield. He's that kind of link up player between the midfield and what will be our striker. Hopefully, Highland when he's back fit. You can see that's the type of player he is, more so than an out and out striker. I mean, even for the goal, he dropped back into midfield, collected the ball off Bruno, played it out wide to Casemiro, and got in the box. Arrived late, got on the end of the cross, and poked it home into the corner. Fabulous goal. Great way to start your United career, scoring in front of the Stretford end as well. Um, Fantastic start. Second good is Mazraoui debut. Pretty solid. Very impressed. Um, I think Ten Hag said it in his pre-match press conference that what he brings is he he can't be pressured when he's on the ball, and he showed that everything he did was calm, composed. You never felt like he was under pressure on the ball. Is very solid defensively, and even going forward, some of his passes very good. Um, yeah, the very promising start to his United career as well. Um, yeah, very positive. Third item then is Casemiro and Maguire. Now I've lumped the two of these together because I mean, only a matter of weeks ago, I think a lot of the fans would have said Casemiro and Maguire were probably the first two names on the transfer list to be sold. Given Casemiro's performance last season, it looked like his legs have gone. But in fairness to him, he's came back pre-season looking lean. But even the game on Friday night, he looked sharp. He looked hungry. I think he's going to look well. It's looking like he's going to have a good season. I think he will. I think he'll be involved in a lot of it. He showed he showed some of his link up play was fantastic. He created a couple of chances with himself and Bruno, and some of the intricate passing between himself and Mainu as well. Was very solid. Maguire looked solid at the back. Again, he looked when he's on the ball and he's under pressure, he still has that deer in the headlights kind of. He just panics straight away, and it's like I need to get rid. And he doesn't look up, but defensively he was very solid. Won nearly every header, won nearly every duel. I think he was involved in, and there was one point Fulham were 2v1 against him on a breakaway, and he managed to cut out the ball. Granted, it was probably a poor ball from Pereira, really, in the end, but Maguire was in the right place, the right time to snuff it out. He looked very solid, and I think he's shown he can still do a job for United. Granted, it will depend on the opposition and the style of play that we want to implement, but he's definitely a decent option off the bench, or if we want to play more defensively against better opposition, he can still do a decent job for us. So I was definitely impressed. And obviously, last good then was clean sheet. Always good to start the season without conceding. I mean, Onana didn't really have much to deal with. I don't think Fulham had two shots on target, but when he had to make the saves, he was there. He was called upon. There was one decent save in the first half, but he was very commanding in the box as well. A couple of occasions, a couple of crosses came in, and he was out collecting the ball. Whereas last season he was flapping at it and taking out defenders and taking out strikers as well. So, yeah, very, very solid at the back. A lot of positives. On to the bad. Um, I think the most obvious one is not taking our chances. We could have went in at half time 3, if not 4-0 up, if we had taken some of our chances. Bruno had 2 fantastic chances, but hit them straight at the keeper. I think Mount had a decent enough chance in the second half as well, but it shows that we're missing that clinical edge in front of goal, that ruthlessness that a number 9 striker brings us. Hopefully, when Highland comes back, he's due back, I think, the international break, I believe. So that's mid-September. So hopefully, when he comes back, look, he's going to need to hit the ground running fairly quick, because we can't keep going into games and creating multiple chances and coming away with a 1-0 win. We're going to have to be more ruthless in front of goal, because we are creating the chances. We've seen it in pre-season. I mean, and now we've seen it in the opening game of the league. We're playing some really good football. We're creating chances, but we need to be more clinical. Against better teams, you need to take those chances. If we go away to City, or some of the tough away games in Europe, in the Europa League now this season, there's a lot of times where you might only get 3-4 chances in 90 minutes. You're not taking any of them, you're not going to win the game. So we need to be more clinical in front of goal. Next on the bad was, maybe I'm a bit harsh, but Mason Mount didn't really offer much in terms of on the ball. Now he was fantastic off the ball. He was pressing Fulham high, constantly leading that high press. Now at times it did look like he was kind of running around like a headless chicken, but he was leading that press. But in possession, didn't really offer that much. He's going to need to step up. He needs a big season this year. To kind of prove a lot of United fans wrong, because there is a lot of United fans out there who believe we wasted money buying him, because he hasn't. What has he shown us? I know. Look, last season he was unlucky with injury. He missed a large chunk of the season, so he needs a big season this year to prove a lot of the haters wrong and show that he deserves it. He deserves a place in the team and deserves to have that number 7. Because look, let's be honest, number 7 jersey at United used to be have a bit of aura around it, but hasn't really had it in the last 10 years or so. We need to get that aura back, and he needs a big season. He needs to step up now and show that he's worthy of a place. And finally, the awful. And there's only one place to start, and that's Garnacho's miss at the end of the game. But I will say, I don't lay all the blame entirely on Garnacho. If you look at when Rashford played the ball, there was so much space in front of Garnacho that Rashford could have played that ball into, but he ended up playing it behind him. And Garnacho had to stop his run and come back, which allowed the keeper to come across a lot quicker than he probably would have been able to, and got a lot closer to Garnacho, which possibly would have put him off, which meant why he dragged it wide. So I think it was a poor ball from Marcus. But on the other side as well is a confident Marcus, I think, takes that shot on himself and scores. So that's where that's where you need Rashford now to step up and kind of like, I think he needs a goal. His confidence seems low. He was okay on Friday night, but you'd know he's lacking confidence. He wasn't willing to take on that shot. But look, maybe it's a bit nitpicky, but look, at the end of the day, it's 3 points. It's a win at home, clean sheet. Good start to the season, decent start. There's a lot of positives to take from the game. Again, yeah, look, there's a lot of things to work on as well, but there's many more positives. So look, happy days. Good start to the season. Brighton now next weekend away. The early game on the Saturday, so that'll be another tough one. But I fully expect us to get a good result there again. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? How do you think the game went on Friday night? What were your positives? What were your negatives from the game? And are you looking forward to the game next weekend? Smash a like on the video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you later.